Hey guys, today I want to invite you even further into my mind and what I want with this channel. I want to talk about my love for Counter-Strike and where it all began. There was a time before battle passes and loot boxes. A time when multiplayer gaming wasn't just about ranking up, but about a community. I'm not saying that communities like that does not exist anymore, but they have changed. Back then, it was a time when the only thing that mattered was your skill, your team, and the rush of a perfectly executed strategy. And for many of us, that time was Counter-Strike. I still remember the first time I found Counter-Strike. It wasn't some fancy collector's edition or a brand new box from the store. No, it was a used copy, passed along between friends. The case was scratched, the cover faded, but inside, the disc looked fine. It was a gamble, sure, but at that moment, I knew I had to try. I took it home, installed it, and held my breath, waiting for some DRM to tell me I needed a key, and it did. Back then, you could search the internet for numerous CD keys to unlock the game, and if you were lucky, you found one. And I did. I was in. And little did I know, this was just the beginning. Back then, there were no fancy matchmaking systems, no automated friend list. If you wanted to find a team, you had to be part of the underground world of Mirk. I still remember typing /join #Counterstrike and seeing a flood of messages. People looking for scrims, discussing tactics and just talking. It was like stepping into a secret club, a place where we all shared the same addiction, the same love for the game. And when it came to my first encounter with the game, every match was a test. Every kill, a lesson. And every headshot, pure bliss. We learned the maps like the back of our hands. D-Dust 2, D-Nuke, D-Inferno. Each corner had its own story. Each hallway, a memory. We trained, we improved, and more than anything, we played. But for us, there was something even bigger than our own games. The pros. Names like Heaton, Spawn, Potty, or Jaguar. These guys were legends. We'd watch the demos, study their every move, try to replicate their tactics. They weren't just players, they were heroes. If you had their configs, their crosshairs, their sensitivity settings, maybe, just maybe you could be as good as them. And to be honest, when we watched frag movies, because this is before Twitch streams and YouTube clips, we thought they were cheating. We looked up to these guys, and we loved watching HLTV matches together, talking on our Ventrilo server and having a blast. We shared thoughts, opinions, and developed tactics for our own scrims and competitions. And then there were the LAN parties. There was nothing like it. Carrying your heavy PC to a friend's house, setting up in a cramped room, arguing for hours about how to set up the local area network, and playing for hours. The sound of gunfire, the smell of energy drinks, the occasional outburst of "How did he headshot me?" It was chaos. It was competition. And it was home. Looking back, these are the moments of my childhood I remember the most. The times when we stayed up all night playing a game everyone loved. It could be on the DDoS 2 or even Scout's knives, a map where you only could use the Scout, or on maps where you climbed a mountain or a beanstalk. We had fun and we shared the love for Counter-Strike together. Later on, we created a team, my friends and I. We managed to get better and we took part in numerous competitions online. We found our scrims on Mirk, and to this day I'll still remember we searched for CPL skilled scrims. CPL was the highest ranked you could be at that time in competitive CS. We won a few and we lost even more, but we had fun. But Counter-Strike changed over the years. We moved from 1.5 to 1.6 and then to Source. I never really got the hang of Source, unfortunately, but still the game changed. The graphics improved, the mechanics evolved, and the esports scene exploded. But no matter how much it changed, the core of the game, the feeling of clutching a 1v3, the thrill of defusing in the last second, the laughter shared in a server full of friends, never faded. Looking back, it wasn't just about the game. It was about the friendships, the rivalries, the moments of pure joy and heartbreaking defeat. It was about belonging to something bigger than yourself, a community, a culture, a time that will never quite come back, but will always live in our memories. To those who were there, you know what it felt like. And to those who never weren't, well, maybe it's time to fire up an old PC or install Counter-Strike Classic and see what you missed. Or just look it up on YouTube. But one thing is certain, some things never truly die. And for me, that's the love for Counter-Strike.